Hey, what's up, YouTube? Y'all remember Blue Oak, right? The OG rival, Mr. Smell Ya Later himself? Well, today we're building a deck inspired by that dude's straight up swagger. We're talking Pidgeot EX in the skies and Exeggutor EX on the ground, making sure no one, and I mean no one, can keep up with us. But here's the kicker. It's not just about the cards. Nah, we're testing how these two roll together. Are they out here like Jordan and Pippen? Or is this gonna crash and burn like Ash's Butterfree? So the deck list is 2 Exeggutors, 2 Exeggutors, 2 Pidgeotos, 2 Pidgeys, 2 Pidgeot EXs, 2 Pokeballs, 2 Professor's Researches, 2 Ericas, 2 Sabrinas, 1 Giovanni, and 1 Leaf. Deck is very fantastic, man. I like it a lot. It's fun. It can pretty much beat all kinds of decks out there. This move for the Pidgey is great because it adds 20 extra damage for each Pokemon on the bench that your opponent has. So this mon can potentially do 140 damage if they have a full bench, and if you use Giovanni with it, it can do 150, which means it'll knock out Mewtwo EX, and it'll knock out things like Articuno EX, Starmie EX, Celebi EX, Mew EX, Pikachu EX. This thing is a monster. So this is a pretty good deck to use. It's fun. And the supporter for this deck is definitely going to be Exeggutor EX. Very beefy Pokemon. It has the Erica heals that can keep this thing alive while you're trying to draw into your Pidgeot and to set it up with the energies. When it's hitting for 80 and putting so much pressure on your opponent, it's going to be a very fun deck to use, man. Man, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm really liking the events. The event emblems look so good. That green just looks so crisp. I like it a lot better than the purple. This green looks very good, man. So I'm excited to get these 45 wins, man. We will definitely be getting these 45 wins. These events are pretty cool because it's just more like a longevity thing, right? Like you just go through, play your matches. You ain't gotta do nothing crazy. I know the event that a lot of people did struggle with was that event where you had to get 5 wins in a row to get the best emblem. I won mine. Like I beat that challenge within my first 5 games with this Misty deck that I did on my channel. That thing was clearing them out, but you know, I don't know, man. Like it just depends. Like I don't know. Sometimes it could be harder for other people just depending on what decks they're using, what times of the days that they're playing. Sometimes, you know, you just kind of get the rough end sometimes, man. But, you know, it is what it is. Now watch this. Every time I ever see a coughing start like this in the active spot, off rip, off turn 1, they always evolve into wheezing turn 2. Watch this. Watch it. Okay, we're going to sit here and watch. Look. See? Literally. Every single time you ever see coughing launch and land in the active spot, the next turn, I guarantee it, the very next turn, that coughing evolves into wheezing. Every single time. Every time. We need to get this Pokemon out of here as soon as possible. We won't be able to do that, even if we high roll. Well, actually, I'm going to put a +10. And if we can high roll, we're good. That's how we're going to do this. So let's do this. Drop Pidgey down. Let's go ahead and get Exeggutor, big Exeggutor in the field. I think we give the energy to Pidgey. I think we activate Geo here. And we pray that we hit heads on our first coin flip of the game, right? So let's see what we got, right? Give me some luck, give me some luck. Let's do it! That is huge. That is huge. And see, this is the power about Exeggutor. When you're doing things like that, that makes this deck extremely powerful. When it's very early, you hit for 80 on the next turn, or the first time it attacks, the first time Exeggutor can attack is bananas. Absolute bananas, man. Absolute bananas. So here we go. All right, Professor's Research. Okay, let's go ahead and do our Professor's Research. I don't really want to Sabrina anything. I kind of want to take this mon out as soon as I possibly can. So we go ahead and drop Pidgey here. Let's go ahead and evolve. Let's do this. Okay, and we put another here. So next turn, we're going to be backing out Exeggutor. That's what we're going to be doing. So let's see if we can get a 2 heads in a row. Oh, nope. 40 only. Well, that's all right. Not bad. Not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad. Not bad at all. Yeah, I don't know what it is about Weezings, man. The Weezings are always evolving the second turn. I always see these fools just drop on first turn in the active spot, and then the very next turn, they evolve every time. I don't know what it is. There might be something in the programming to that, because every time you put Coughing out there in the front and you start the game, that first turn that they get, that they can evolve, it's gonna happen. Guaranteed. Oh, ain't no way you pulling that out. Okay. All right, we draw here. Pidgeotto, perfect actually for our other Pidgey. Looking good, man. This so far we're looking pretty good. All right, so we'll do this. Let's go ahead and drop this here. Pidgeot is on the board. Boss Monster is fully set up, and we're ready to go. We're gonna leave here. Leaf is so powerful in this deck, man, because it's gonna make you be able to retreat this mon into your Boss Monster, and let's see how much damage we're gonna be doing off of right there. Look at that. We already won. It's one of those things, man. Okay, a psychic. Okay, thank goodness, because I'm like, if everybody in this event is just gonna run fire, run Blaine decks because they're afraid of Celebi, then you know it is what it is. And I mean, it's a good counter, and a lot of people are gonna be running Celebi because it's just really powerful. But you know, it is what it is, man. Mewtwo EX, here we go. Oh, Mewtwo. It's like, it's annoying because I have a grass, right? So it sucks because I have a grass Pokemon. So of course I'm not gonna like, you know, the grass decks. I mean, you know, I have a grass, so I'm always gonna feel some type of way about everybody running, you know, fire decks. But you know, damn, we just drew in double Sabrina. That's insane, bro. Okay, we drop right here and we enter. This deck it plays good, man. I mean, if you're gonna run into a fire deck, that is where you're going to struggle because they're gonna be taking extra damage to your mons, and you know, most things can almost one-shot an eggs, and without Exeggutor, like you can't really tank that many hits. So this is one of those things, man. I'm interested to see like how the meta, like how everybody starts to play, like playing on these random battles. Or is everybody just gonna start running more Blaine decks because they're fast, or are people gonna stay away from playing, you know, their favorite decks that they used to play and then just start playing that? Okay, so here we're gonna go ahead and evolve here. Definitely gonna evolve here to try to put some pressure on Mewtwo. I don't want to do Giovanni. It's not really gonna help me, so I just say let's go ahead and get 2 more cards and see what we're looking like. Okay, Leaf and Erica. That's actually pretty good. That gives us some coverage. But the thing about Mewtwo decks is they typically run red cards, so at some point he will be red carding me, so it just sucks. You know what I mean? And of course we hit tails. Why would we ever hit heads? Why would that be the case? That's insane. It takes us forever, man. That's every time I hit tails with Exeggutor EX, I always feel like it just kills me, man. Like, this card could be so good if it got flipped 2. If it was flipped 2 coins, and if you get heads once, you get the extra 40. That would be good. But the fact that you just flip heads, maybe to get 80, you know, to get, you know, 40 more damage. I mean, it's cool, but man, it sucks because it's just so inconsistent. Way too inconsistent. That's what makes Exeggutor EX so good, is that you could be like, okay, well, I could hit them for 80. You know what I mean? Like, but I am glad that it is 40 plus the extra 40, opposed to being 40 for every heads that you get. That would have been annoying. All right, so we're gonna evolve to Pidgeotto here. We definitely have to use Erica to keep this alive. Okay, I would Sabrina, but I don't really think it's necessary. I think we just try to take as much damage as we can off of Mewtwo, and we don't get heads again, man. This is the stuff I talk about. Like, the bad flips just make this deck, like, it makes you feel like, why am I even doing this? Because when you get the heads kind of often, though, you're like, okay, I can see the power of this deck. But the times where you're not getting it, like, consistently, you're just kind of like, this deck sucks. That's what you're going to think. You know, like, if you're not hitting heads, and you don't have to hit heads every single time, but you do want to hit, you want to feel like you're hitting that heads more than you're not. That's what you're going to want to feel like. Okay, so we have to hit this or we're dead. So here we go. Pidgeotto again. Okay, so we got another Pidgeotto. Can't do absolutely nothing. And at this point, it doesn't make any sense for me to use my Giovanni. So I just think we attack here. And let's see if we can go again and not get it. Again, 3 tails in a row, straight up. And now we lose. And now we lose our Exeggutor EX because we hit 3 tails in a row. This is when you'll sit here and be like, this deck sucks. This deck sucks. That's what you're gonna say. And that's one thing I've realized, like playing this deck, like it is a fun deck to use and I do like to use it, but if Exeggutor is not giving you any 80 damage, if it's not ever doing that consistently, you're always going to feel like, man, this sucks. That's what you're gonna be thinking. You're gonna be like, this deck sucks. Like, why on earth am I doing this? Like, why am I using this deck? This deck sucks. Yeah, and it's frustrating. It's frustrating, man. I hate it. Like, I absolutely hate it. Yeah, I can Sabrina here, but it's no need. I think what we do here is we just attack like normal. Just get this mon out of here and just kind of do our thing. But see, what sucks is that, well, even if they actually Sabrina me here, we're gonna be looking good, because if they Sabrina my execute, they can't knock it out with none of Mew's attacks. None of Mew's attacks can do it, right? So that's the good thing. And he can only at most get 2 energy on this turn. So Mew can't even use his ability. He can only hit for 20 at this point. And my Pidgeot is going to take 120 damage, but I got Giovanni sitting back there, so we're looking good. GG's to my opponent. At this point, it's just automatic game. He doesn't know that though, right? Like, or she doesn't know that. They don't know. They don't know. My opponent thinks that they still got it, but it is what it is. All right, so we got this here. Go ahead and drop this down. Okay, let's go ahead and drop that here. No, let's probably drop that on here. Yep. And what does he do? 120 damage. And let's go ahead and drop that. There's 132 kill every single thing on the board, and we just click buttons, and before we do, opponent concedes. There we go. This is what I kind of want to say to the people who tries the deck, is when you guys try this deck, you're either going to hate it, because if you're not hitting heads often with your Exeggutor, you're going to hate it. You're going to be like, this deck sucks and it's trash. But when you look at this deck, it is a good deck. It is a good deck, but it is going to be based on you hitting those coin flips, not every single time, but it's going to need to hit like a good chunk of your times. Like, it's going to need to be hitting more often than not. Like, if you're always getting tails and you barely get 1 heads every other game, you're going to feel it. You're going to be like, this deck is trash. Why would I ever play this? But when you have those games like I just had, where it's like, if you can hit your first turn, you get Exeggutor out that first time you could evolve, and then you get that 1 energy on and you go for attack and you hit for 80, you're probably going to knock out most things that are sitting in that range. But even if you don't, even if it's Dredagon or something like that, the very next turn that mon is dead, unless they heal it for double potion. You know what I'm saying? So that's the power of this deck. Pikachu EX deck. This is going to be very, very interesting. I'm very interested to see what my opponent wants to do here. So we are going to drop the Pidgey. We're going to drop the Pidgey here, and I'm going to put our energy right here on our boy right here and start attacking. I haven't had a chance to make my new electric deck with the new card, so I'm excited. I'm making a Lieutenant Surge deck soon. That's my next deck that I'm going to be using in my gym leader challenge. If you guys don't know about that, definitely check on my challenge. I have 2 gym leader challenge decks already up on my channel. I got a Brock deck and I got a Misty deck already, and I'm going through all the Kanto gym leaders, and I am making a deck for each Kanto gym leader, and it's a challenge. I have to see if I can get 7 wins out of 10. Okay, here we go. So we're gonna go ahead and evolve here in the Pidgeotto. Right, so I can already see that he wants to use this Zapdos as a wall. He's not really trying to put anything on that, so hopefully we can get this hit right here, because that puts a lot of pressure on him. We didn't. Okay, so we take 40. Okay. All right, we're sitting here at 70, so we can't even get him in range to use our Giovanni. But we got both of our Ericas here, so that is what's good. Oh no! What does this mon do? Oh no, he wants to get my Pidgeotto out. Nothing we can do here. He's gonna retreat it. Oh no, but he can't. Oh, if he has X speed. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't like any of this. This is annoying. This is annoying. You can't retreat if this mon hits you. I'm not gonna lie to you. That actually hurt a lot. That hurt a lot. That definitely hurt a lot. We need to knock this Pokemon right now. Exeggutor, you need to avenge your boy. You need to avenge your boy. You need to go ham. You need to go in. You need to hit an 80 right off rip and let Galvantula know that you are trash. That's what you need to do. Let's do it. Let's go. Get him out of here. Get your spider ass up out of here. Bye. Get out of here with that crap. Let's go. Killed my Pidgeotto, bro. He literally brought him in to kill Pidgeotto off rip. Exeggutor said, come here. Let me speak to you. Meet me in the street. So now I want to know what my opponent's like. This isn't a Pikachu deck, is it? It doesn't look like it is. I'm very interested to see what kind of deck this is. Like, what is this deck trying to do? All we need is one. Okay, so the question is, do I want to put this? Yeah, we do. We put this here because this is going to be our bread and butter. So let's go ahead and do that. Yep. So we got that set up. Let's go ahead and hit. Come on. Heads. All right. It's annoying. That is absolutely annoying. That is annoying. But he can't hit. He can't hit for that coin flip until later. So we're still fine. We're still fine. What kind of deck is this? Is there no Pikachu, or you just don't pull it? Like, I don't know what's happening here. Can you hit me for another 20? That's fine. Hit me for another 20. That next coin flip is going to be annoying. Okay. Pidgey. Okay, let's start our second line. Start our second line right here. Drop that in. Boom. And then we're going to put this on Exeggutor right here. Boom. And what we're going to do, so here's the question, right? Let's put this here. So here's the question. Do I want to give it a +10 to possibly be able to kill him if I hit the heads? Or do I want to heal? So here's the thing. We have to heal here because it's going to make him have to hit 3 heads, okay? We definitely get a 40 hit either way. So the better thing to do is for me to make him have to hit 3 out of 4 heads and for me to see if I can hit this. And we do. So he would have been dead, but there was no for sure way to know, right? So now we hit him here. So now he has 10 HP. So he can't leave this mon in because if he does try to go for it, it's gonna die. So we're looking good. He's not gonna hit, is he? He is. He's trying to go for game. This is it. He has to get 3 heads. So he has to get 3 heads. So if he doesn't get 3 heads, we win. So let's see. This is the gamble. Oh no. Oh no. Yes. Let's go. Game time, baby. 3 tails. GG. GG, no read. Let's go. Out of here. We did that. Yeah, he's gonna give up. Give up. You gotta give up. Give up, buddy. Give up, my boy. Let's just hit. Let's just go ahead and hit. Ain't gotta do nothing crazy. Let's get up out of here. And honestly, he just went for the gamble. I mean, honestly, at this point, I mean, he could have prolonged it by throwing out Electabuzz or something like that to kind of do some tanking and trying to do that, but he went for the gamble. Drop a like on the video, man, if you guys like this video, and subscribe to the channel, man, for more Pokemon TCG Pocket content.